All right, what's going on, people? It's your boy D Train, Collective Sounds Podcast, back with another episode for everybody. Hope everybody's doing well in the world. Hope y'all enjoyed that last episode with me and Damon Palmer of Helping Our Peers Evolve, Magnificent Movers. We talked about relationships and lifestyle, so hopefully y'all enjoyed it, like I said, and just go and comment on it, and you can give your own point of views on that, what you think about the topic, and we're gonna keep it moving. But today I got a special guest in the building with me. This brother here I actually met in passing at the barbershop. Good brother, man. Been giving me a lot of advice. Definitely helps to encourage and motivate me, man. And that's one thing we need out here for the brothers. We need some encouragement and motivation. So I want to welcome to the show my man Chee. What's up, brother?
Man, great introduction, man. I didn't expect all that.
Hey, man, you gotta get credit where it's due, brother. So. Yeah, man, go tell him something real quick, man. Go tell him something.
Man, well, it's an honor and a privilege, man, to do the podcast with you, man. It's it's amazing.
Yes, sir.
I just take this opportunity, man. I don't take it for granted, and and I think it's great.
Yes, sir.
And the things that we can get done, and
oh yeah, for sure.
In life, and
yes,
it's an opportunity for us to kind of get together and do some things. Man.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So I'm here, man.
We in here, y'all. We in here. So today's topic, I've been thinking about this in past week. Just what's been going on in the personal life. About foundation. I think that's something that we all should be thinking about, especially at this point in our lives.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's not. It ain't too early to think about the type of foundation you want. Where you want to be in life or whatever. So I think that'd be a good topic to talk about, man. I had some things that that I thought about as far as building the foundation, man. That I'd hope to see, but just ain't got to that point yet. But what we're gonna do real quick, we're gonna go ahead and get on into this we're gonna get on into this intro music real quick. This Collective Sounds Podcast theme song. So y'all sit back and enjoy it. Again, it's your boy D Train. We got my boy Chee up in here in the building, and we're gonna do this.
Some foundation down for you.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Alright, peoples, we back. D-Train, Chee, let's do this. Alright, so again, the topic is foundation, man. So, Chee, just what I like to do with my guests, I like to kind of let them start off and just, I guess, kind of give what your definition of foundation is when we talk about life, lifestyle, a relationship, all that good stuff, man. Just, you're a lot older than I am, so I know you done took this walk before me. So I just want to say before you start, man, I appreciate all the advice you've been giving me, the encouragement, the motivation. So it's good when you got people like that around you to help you, get through what you're going through. So yeah, let's go and kick that off, brother.
Man, you know what? It's I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a good dude, man, and you're right. Everything starts from foundation.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is, we grow up and we don't really learn the principles of foundation.
Yes, sir.
I think a lot of us grew up, and you hear from our parents all the time. Go get yours, go do you, handle your business. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody slow you down. And all of that is great.
Yes,
except that in the course of life, everybody needs somebody to get to the next step, to the next level, the next phase.
Yes, sir.
And we don't know how to transition that.
Yes, sir.
We don't teach our kids about credit. We don't teach our kids how to save money. We don't teach, we don't lay the foundation of life.
Yes, sir.
And then when you get older, most parents are most people are at a point where you're grown now, you're an adult now, and it's hard to try to start all over.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to have a foundation in life, and even if you didn't get it from growing up, it's important to get it at some point in life. And I think it starts with yourself. I think foundation, when it's all said and done, it's about you coming together within yourself.
Yes, sir.
And not selfish.
Yeah.
And I think that's the key to it. You know, because even selfish people don't want to be around other selfish people.
Oh, correct.
You know, I mean,
you being too much selfish than me. You can't be as selfish as I can be.
That's like two magnets, right?
Yeah.
The north and the south.
Exactly.
You know, two norths are not gonna work. So.
That's not gonna work, brother.
So so we really need to, when it's all said and done, man, come to a place with your faith, with yourself, to understand what is it that you want.
Yes, sir.
What is it that you're looking for, and not what everybody else wants you to have.
Exactly.
I think that's the biggest thing. You know, when you talk to a lot of people sound alike. You know, everybody, you know, every girl wants the guy that, you know, he got his own this and he got his own that. He got his own money. He's you know, he got all this stuff going on. And these women got this list of what they want, and brothers got a list of women of what they want in a woman. You know, she got to have her own this, that, and the other.
Sure.
But not too many times you hear people talk about the intangible things.
Yeah.
You know, they don't realize you can get a house, a car, money, you can get all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's the intangible things. You know, would this person have your back? Would this person have your best interest in heart? You know, if you go back to the biblical foundation, it says 1 can move 1,000, 2 can move 10,000. There's power in numbers. There's power in agreement. And we don't focus on those things. We focus on getting mine, doing me.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's where we get lost.
Yeah.
Because when you start doing that, focusing on you and doing you,
selfishness.
You can get you, but at the end of the day, you will always be with you.
That's it. That's all you
and
got.
And nobody will ever compare.
Yeah.
If you're all about you and you got your list, if you ever think about it, and most people never think about that. Most people who have these lists and talk about all the things that they want, they require, they're single because they are their mate.
Yeah.
There's nobody else who's going to compare to that.
Sure.
So they might as well marry themselves, be with themselves.
Very true.
You are your best mate at that point,
exactly.
right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's nobody else to compare. So
yes, sir.
So I think it's really having the building blocks of life and of faith and the relationship that you have within yourself, and then you can expand it out.
Yes, sir.
And you won't have these long lists of things that you require somebody else to have that you yourself lack. And I think that's
speaking a whole handful right there.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy.
Yes, sir.
You want a lot of things that you don't really have yourself, and you don't, and then you don't even realize it. You know, and like I always say, you know, arrogance breeds ignorance.
Man,
always does.
Come on, man.
You ever listen to a lot of people who are arrogant will tell you some stuff, and they really think they're spitting like knowledge to you, and you're like, are you really listening to yourself?
I'm saying, all right,
you know. So it's one of those things, man, where when you talk about the building blocks, when you talk about life, that it's important that, you know, we teach our children, ourselves, that, you know, we don't need a long list of things. You're never too young to get married.
Yes, sir.
I think that's a huge thing now. People don't value certain things. You know, marriage is not valued anymore. It's
not like it used to be.
Not like it used to be. You know, people think, you know, I need that. I don't need women. I don't need a man, and men. I don't need a woman. And it's not that's not a need, you know. But I guarantee you, people who say they don't need somebody, at some point in place in life, whether it's now or later, they're gonna have a friend with benefits. They're gonna have a little buddy, a pal. Or they'll have somebody to fulfill certain needs. So, in other words, you won't put the effort and the time in to build a foundation with somebody. You'll just go ahead and utilize a quick fix to fix something. And you know, and then we've come to the place in life where that's acceptable. You know, don't get married. Let's just live together. Let's live together as if we are married, but we're not really married.
What they call in that common law.
Yeah, common law married. Let me just give you all my time. Let's share an apartment, a place,
exactly,
a house. You know, let's share all these things together, but we don't have to get married. So let me invest 5 years of my life with you, and then one day you can just walk out. There's nothing to do with it, right? But we don't understand. Everything is a purpose for everything in life.
You think that comes out of fear?
I think it comes out of the fact they don't have a foundation.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we don't understand how things work, and it's just a systematic way of life. And I think this generation we live in now, everything is to go against the grain. It's to buck the system. You know, to be different.
Yeah.
You know, it's if everybody's going left, let me go right.
Yeah.
If everybody's going right, let me go left. Let me be different.
Yeah.
But you there's a foundational way of things in life that has worked and will work for you.
Yeah.
You know, you will always have to answer to somebody in life. We don't get that. You know, we think, oh, that's not true. Even if you could be a CEO, you still have to answer to a board of directors.
Yeah.
You will always. That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
You know, if you work at a job, you got to answer to a boss. Even if you're the boss, you got somebody above you that you have to answer to. As a child, we learn to answer to our teachers. And
Yes, sir.
I answer to our parents. And as we get older, we answer to our professors. And we go to college. I mean, so it never changes. We don't realize you always answer to somebody.
Foundation, brother.
It's a foundation. It's how you answer and how you conduct yourself.
Y'all hear this, brother, man? That's knowledge. That's knowledge right there, people.
It's just we don't do it. We don't go back. We need to go back to the basics in life.
Sure.
And I think we put so much emphasis on all the things that are non-tangible, which explains, you know, the current administration that we have in politics, where you know, with the whole Donald Trump, but people will, you know, in his mindset, he figures, you know, I don't have to have any values just as long as you get a job.
Yeah.
Just the economy is good. You get a great tax break. Your family is great. I can do what I want to do. I can say whatever I want to say. I can be crazy.
Yeah.
And that's where we are in society. We've dumbed down and watered down values and morals and things that you need.
Yeah. So
that other generations have built so that we can sustain that.
Got you. So let me ask you this question then. You know, everybody that's listening to this, man, I hope y'all enjoying all this knowledge, man. Cause I'm just saying, man, like, you know, I'm thankful for it, brother. You know,
appreciate it.
But, you know, I want people to really think about, like, if you're going to write, it's funny that you say that because we talked about this before about the list. You know what I mean? It'll be cool to hear some of the people's list of what do you want your foundation to consist of. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna write a list, let's do that. So I'm gonna actually do that myself and just kind of see where it goes, you know. But I just want to ask you, man, like, just with all the things that you've experienced thus far, what would you say that some of the things that you may have lacked to get your foundation to where you want to be? Like, what was that breaking point to where you knew, like, man, this is the type of foundation I want, this is what I'm gonna do, and now this is where I'm at?
Well, you know what, man, unfortunately it took a lot of life experience.
Oh yeah, always.
You know, when you look back to a lot of generational things, we don't like some. I love my mom, love my dad, but they didn't teach the foundational things. You know?
Okay.
I find like a lot of times we'll tell our kids, you know, hey, you're too young to get married, you're too young to do this, you're too young to do that. You know, go out here and have a good time, enjoy yourself, live your life. What they don't tell you is you do that in your 20s, and then all of a sudden your 30s, you're still living your life. And now you come to a crossroads and you wonder, how come you didn't do that? How come you don't have certain things at a certain ages, certain stages in life? And life is all about growth and foundation. You know, why date 1,000 women when you can find the right one and do all the things you want to do with? And instead of just dating 1,000 females or 1,000 guys, you can find that one guy and have a great time. You don't, you know, why rent an apartment when you can buy a house? You know, at a young age.
She's spitting game.
Yeah, you know, at a young age, build a foundation.
There it is, man.
You know, because I guarantee you, if somebody do it at 23 and 24,
oh man,
and you find the right person, and you're young, and you can do that.
Yeah.
Guess what? About 10 years of doing that at 34, you have a foundation.
There it is.
So that's the key to it in life. Is stop. We need to stop all this. Some of the stuff that we grew up hearing our parents and our grandparents say, and some of those things we don't realize has held us back for so long, man. So through life experiences, I had to come to, you know, I was married before, and in order for me to find my wife now, who I've been married to, and I found my soulmate, I had to throw my list out. And when I mean throw my list out, I had to get rid of all of that other stuff, you know, that wasn't intangible.
Gotcha.
I went back to the basics.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I prayed and I said, I just want somebody that is beautiful on the inside and outside, somebody that has my back, somebody that I love, but then I like. You know, I enjoy being with this person. This person, you know, I enjoy spending time with this person. Because love fades.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You fall in and out of love with stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what society is. You know, we love this right now and then we love something else.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you really like something and you enjoy something, whether it's friendships, and relationship wise, you definitely will enjoy it long term. So
Sure.
you had to go back to the basics of that.
Okay.
And when you go back to the basics of that, it all comes down to what makes you happy. You know, what makes you tick, whatever that is.
Yeah.
You know, some of the music you used to listen, some of the things that brought you to who you were.
So let's talk about that real quick. Like, what were some of those things that kept you going? Like things that you like doing that.
Well, you know what? I grew up in church.
Yeah.
And so I always loved gospel music. Hip hop.
Okay.
Jazz.
Yeah.
You know, I like to go out and meet people. I like to do a little bit of adventurous things, like to travel.
Yeah.
So I realized in doing those things that I love to do, you know, I prayed about it. God just kind of shared with me.
Yeah.
As I'm doing those things that I love, the person that I'm going to be with, whether friends or a relationship,
Yeah.
they're going to be either along the way as I do those things, or we're going to cross paths.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be doing something that I enjoy, and that's something that they enjoy. So it's not going to be hard.
Yeah.
And I see people do it all the time. For example, you know, if you're into rock climbing and river rafting, believe you me, if you keep doing that, you're going to find somebody who loves to be on the outdoors.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Now there's certain situations where you have opposites attract and certain things like that.
Yeah. Of course.
You know, so you have to find what works for you.
Sure.
I think that's the building the blocks of knowing who you are.
Foundation, baby.
Foundation.
Let's go.
You know, you gotta know who you are. You gotta know what works for you.
Yeah,
You know, if I'm a talker, then there's only two things gonna work for me. Somebody that either talks a lot like me or somebody who doesn't. That's it. There's no other way around.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta find what works for you. You know, if you have a strong personality, guess what? You gotta find somebody that's gonna offset that, or somebody that has also a strong personality and you can do certain things.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's basic things that we know in life and we've heard before, but we just never apply it.
There you go.
And I think that's where it's fear. We don't step out of an element and step into things and get things done that we know we should be doing. You know, we sit at a job that we know we're not supposed to be at. We stay in relationships that we know don't work. We have friendships and we know it's not working for us. We live and tell other people, I don't know, this person, you know, you see what they're doing. It's just not working.
Yeah.
But we're comfortable in misery.
Man.
And I think that's a problem.
Complacency, man.
Right. It's not even complacency. We're just comfortable in misery.
Yeah.
And we get to the place where we, you know, we're kind of numb to it. You know,
just go with the flow.
Yeah. Something bad happens. You know, you're supposed to have a good day every day.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that. You know, not supposed to have bad days. And when it's a good day, it's like, oh my God. It's like, whew.
Good day today.
Yeah, it's a good day today. It should be a good day every day.
Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to be.
You woke up, didn't you?
Right. You're supposed to enjoy spending time with somebody that you love every day.
Yes, sir.
So to do the thing you're called to do every day.
There you go.
Whatever that is. You know, I've seen people with gifts and talents and never utilize them.
Man, that's funny you say that, man, because we got to utilize some talents right quick, man. We about 18 minutes in of all this free knowledge, and you know, man, I really do hope everybody's enjoying this, man. I'm definitely enjoying hearing what these brothers had to say. Now I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna throw some music on y'all. This is gonna be something to mellow out to, and then toward the end, I'm gonna go on and put them vocals to work, and we're gonna keep it moving. So. You know, man, this dude here is just the brother.
We here, man.
We in here, man. Now, when we get back from this music, man, I'm gonna tell y'all about how me and this brother actually met, and then we gonna get into some more questions and stuff. Talk about this foundation some more, and yeah, we just gonna keep it moving. So
groundwork.
There it is. So again, it's your boy D Train. We got Chee in the building, and let's go on and drop this music right quick. Let's do it. All right, man. It's your boy D-Train back with Chee. I hope everybody's enjoying this episode, man, and hope you enjoyed that music there. So yeah, man, real quick, I'm gonna just tell everybody exactly how me and this brother met. And you know, a lot of times we like to think that sometimes in life things happen in coincidence, or you know what I mean, like, cause but even before I share that story, I'm gonna tell you this. Now I have a brother. My brother's about 10 years older than me, right? Shout out to you, boy. So one day I was actually going to the barbershop, and something just kept telling me, man, like, I'm gonna walk in here and I'm gonna see my brother in that barbershop. And when I say I got up in there, he was sitting in the chair in that barbershop, and I was just like, oh my goodness. So, you know, things are, I mean, don't get me wrong, some stuff happened in coincidence, but not everything. You know, it was, you know, I decided to go to the barbershop on a Thursday. I usually don't do that. You know, I try to hurry up and get there because I don't like wasting people's time, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, this brother here was in there, a few other brothers. Shout out to my boy Greg Rock. Javier, you know, holding it down in the shop. So, you know, we got to talking and stuff, man, and we just got on some mutual conversation, and it's just something that this brother told me that just stuck with me to this day, man. This dude here put his hand on my shoulder and it was just like, D, it's gonna be okay. And I was just like, oh, what is this? You know, what's going on? You know, I felt some you know, some spiritual electricity just going through me there real quick. I don't know if that's a good way to put it, but it was just something about you, man. I was just like, man, this dude is cool, man. You know, and ever since then, man, you know, on Thursdays we try to meet up at the shop. You know, it's good to be around. It's good when you're around people that's in your age bracket, but at the same time, it's also good when you're around people that have taken this walk before you, that have that knowledge. You know what I mean? Right. And a lot of times when I see, you know, older men or older women, you know, I speak to them. It ain't just me speaking. It's like, look, I don't know what your life has been like in the past 30, 40 years or whatever, man, but I just think the fact that you're standing here in front of me right now, whatever it is that you went through, I take my hat off to you because you took this walk before me. You know what I mean? So I always try to have that. I always try to have that mindset because you just never know, man, where the next blessing is gonna come from. You know what I mean?
It's true.
You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick, man. But as far as foundation on my end, like, you know, just dealing with the stuff that I've been going through right now, the things that we've talked about that you've been kind of helping me out with, man. You know, just yesterday, you know, and for those that's listening to this, you know, this podcast is gonna drop later on next week, but we had daddy-daughter dance, man. You know, and it's a lot of dads was out, you know, doing his thing at the schools. You know, my boy Damon Palmer, you know, he took his twin girls out, did his thing, man, and you know, I was just so ecstatic, man. And when I saw my daughter, man, it was like just one of the sweetest moments ever, man. I haven't seen my daughter in like almost a week, so to see her, man, you know, I was just like, it's on, you know. I kept telling her, hey, we gonna get this dance in. We gonna do it right. She was so beautiful, man. I got pictures on the Facebook and all that stuff, the Instagram, man. People can check it out. You know, but it's just, again, by building that foundation. Now, I haven't been in the best position to always be there for the school functions and things. But like you said, a lot of times, man, you got to step out and do things differently. You know what I mean? Right. You know, try to make yourself available. Do whatever it takes. You know what I mean?
It's okay.
And you know, I mean, hey, you might have to take L's in other places, but you taking W's in this area. You know what I mean? So I was just
you're never losing.
No. You always win.
You're either winning or you learn.
This ain't what, you know, like.
That's the key to it. You're never losing. You're either winning or you learn.
That boy Chee, come on, man. Here you go, man.
That L is not a loss.
That L is a learn. Come on, man. That boy Chee, all right. So, you know, man, we went out, we had a good time, man, and, you know, it was just good to see her. You know, she saw some of her friends and things like that. It was just a blessing to be able to see my daughter, but for her to see that happiness on her face, you know what I mean? And she with daddy, you know what I mean? You know, and I got to see my son, you know, my other daughter, Kennedy, you know, man, that boy ran and just dived on me. I was just like, man, you know, so as far as foundation, man, it's just a lot of things that
it's a family foundation.
It's a lot of things that I want to, you know, foundation that I want to set for my children. Like I told you, man, I want to go back to school and try to get my associate's degree. You know, you know, one of the biggest things is doing something for myself that, you know, I never done before. Because when I looked at college, I really didn't think I would be able to do it. You know, and it was just like, okay, man, you know, you thinking you're not gonna be able to do it, then okay, whatever. But now I look at things differently. It's like I got children now, you know, I want to set some better examples for them, you know, because obviously the current ain't working, you know what I mean? So doing, just doing something and bringing something back to them to say, hey, no matter what the obstacle, no matter what the circumstances are, you still can overcome what you're going through. You know what I mean?
And that's the key to it.
You know what I mean?
Lay foundation.
Yeah.
When I first met you and I said it's okay.
Yeah.
I think, any people who are listening to this, and it's never too. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to go through the things that you went through.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to wake up every morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay for you to decide, you know what, today is a new day.
Yeah.
New things. It's okay to step out and try something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the key.
Yeah.
It's okay to accept some decisions that you made, good or bad. Okay, it's not a problem. It's really okay for you to not just be who you are. Okay, you don't have to be what everybody else wants you to be. You don't have to do what everybody else wants you to do. It's okay for you to step out into your element.
Yes, sir.
Step out into building your foundation. It's never too late. Don't look back and say, man, if I had the time and I wish I could have done this and I should have done this. If you're above ground and you're breathing and you're healthy and you're able to do it,
hey man, come on now.
You got the tools already.
Yes, sir.
Just step out and do it. It's okay to fail. People don't. In life, we teach everything to we don't want to fail. And no, nobody wants to fail in life.
But it happens.
But sometimes failure is the greatest lesson that you can ever learn.
Man, it's funny you say that because I watched the video Will Smith was talking about that.
It's the greatest lesson. If you don't have a failed marriage, you wouldn't appreciate a good one.
Well, a good one, exactly. Come on, bro.
Okay, I mean that's what happens.
Cheating is on talk show.
you learning that, It's okay. It's okay to do things.
The Chee, that's gonna be your new talk show. I'm telling you, bro, it's amazing, man. Like just being around that positivity, man. Try to, if you're gonna have your circle, man, just try to have people that not necessarily are alike, but have like minds. You know what I mean?
Right. Like minds, different personalities.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be a mixing bowl of different things in there, man. You might have your disagreements and things like that, but as long as we come back to what the foundation is, what are we doing this for? You know what I mean?
And you gotta change it. Yeah. Tony Robbins, my wife's favorite quote.
Yeah.
And she always says this. And I'm gonna give a quick shout out to my wife, one of my wife, Chee Cambridge.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful daughters, Maya and Divine Lyric.
There you go.
Son Dre.
Yes, sir.
So, those are my foundation. That's what keeps me grounded.
Okay.
In certain things.
Yes, sir.
But in totality, the thing about it, when it's all said and done,
yes, sir.
It's like I said, her favorite quote from Tony Robbins. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're gonna keep getting what you've been getting. That's the key to it.
That's it.
Okay, you want to change something? If you change something, you'll get something different. And I think that's the key to anything in life. You gotta have a foundation. You got to build. Anything you're going to build in life, it's a step-by-step process. If you build a building, you got to have the blueprint.
Yes, sir.
You got to lay the concrete.
Yes,
you
sir.
got to build the walls and put all that stuff in there.
Foundation, brother. Come on.
I think we live in a society now where nobody wants to build anything.
Yeah, true.
You got musicians, everybody wants this quick money. They want a quick way of doing things.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And if you can just if you can put on any kind of show or do anything, then you get 50 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of talent anymore. You go viral, you do something crazy, a video, you get 1,000. Everything is about getting likes now. Right?
Now see, I got so I said this in one of my other podcasts when I shouted out my boy Chris Green. He's in Fit Factory Houston. He has his own gym. Need that training. Your boy, him and his team gonna get you right. I just want to throw that out there. Public service announcement. But this brother here, man, he went viral on YouTube and on all these social media outlets for that No Crease Jordan challenge. When he proposed to his girl, I didn't even realize he took the shoe off just so he wouldn't crease it. So it went viral, man. But one thing that he said that stood out to me was, I'm gonna say it again, no matter how much you go viral, that still doesn't guarantee that you're gonna get this quick fix of money or whatever. Like, you still got to get out here and grind. You still got to work for what you want. You know what I mean? To get the things that you want. You know what I mean? And that's the foundation. So shout out to that brother, man. That dude is always encouraging, man. So absolutely, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, my dude. But yeah, man, I'm liking this topic, brother. You know, you definitely giving some good knowledge, man, based on your own experiences, man. I talk to this brother pretty much on a day-to-day basis, man. So, and every time I say something, he like, let me tell you something, D. And I'm like, okay. And I can already tell he's fixing his shoulders. He's sitting back in the chair. He getting ready to spit that game, y'all. So, you know, I definitely appreciate you, man. You know, for just, you know, lending the ear. You know, man, hearing me out through the things that I've been going through, man. It's always good to have somebody to talk to.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But no matter what, man, the biggest thing is that, you know, no matter how much foundation you have, how much insulation you got in that foundation, always keep God first. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. You know what I mean? He's gonna
I never got that. You know, even if you don't believe, it's amazing. You know, a lot of people don't. Like, I never got atheists. You know, I never got atheism. I just don't get that. You're created to believe something. You know, there's people who don't believe in God, believe in science. It's crazy. And there's some people who don't believe in anything, believe in aliens and
UFOs and Roswell. I mean, you got a whole bunch of stuff out there, man.
So I never got that. You know, so you know, there is a higher being outside of you. Period. You know, I mean, we can say it's luck. We can say it's the energy, whatever it is.
That's a 2-hour podcast, right?
Telling itself. But bro, we'll just put it as God for you. We'll just make it easy.
We're gonna stamp it like that.
We'll stamp it as God.
Oh yeah.
You know, and whatever. Always put God first. Whatever you try to do.
Yes, sir.
You put Him first, and the rest will happen. You got nothing to lose. I always tell people that, you know, that's why I love being a Christian. It's the most beautiful thing, because it's like, what do you have to lose? You know, like, what is so hard about Christianity? You know, you're telling me if I say a prayer and I believe in this higher being, there's only good that's going to come out of that. So it's a win-win in life. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know, if I wasn't praying or believing in God, I would still do all the things I wanted to do anyway.
Now, see, the thing about it is, like, and I told you this before, you know, it's been a while since I've been in church, and it's not like it's just about church. You gotta have them in your heart, you know, in your spirit. That's just something you should carry around with you every day. But you know, with all of the different debates and dialogue that we hear out here when it comes to religion and things like that, it's definitely a touchy topic. But what I will say is, like, for me, it's one thing to just say, hey, I went to church, just to say I went and really didn't get anything out of it. But I'm actually doing something that I see that's working for me. You know what I mean?
And that's the key to it.
And that's all it is. If it's not working for you, then you need to reevaluate, figure out, well, what is it? What works for you? You know, is it me or whatever? You know, lay the foundation. Figure it out.
That's,
you know,
figure out what works for you.
That's it. That's it. Just stay in your own lane. You know, just stay in your lane. You know, and you'll be all right. So. Dude, like I said, I definitely enjoyed talking with you, man.
Anytime.
You know, we definitely gonna bring this little thing to a close here, but
absolutely, you can follow me on
Cheese
Take on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm gonna be doing a lot more things. I've been kind of, it's kind of crazy. And it's Cheano Other. That's my Instagram, CheanoTher. You follow me there. So I'm going to be doing a lot more things. I just haven't put the time in. But this is definitely been a blessing. You know, and I think that, you know, what you're doing is you're laying the foundation.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that,
for the podcast and for the things that you want to do.
Yes, sir.
And I'm proud of you. I think what you're doing is great.
I appreciate that, brother.
Great energy.
Yes, sir.
And you know, and people that that get an opportunity to listen to this, you know, take it for what it's worth. In life and anything, it's not going to cost you anything. You know, you can play it back. And like I said, we'll do more things.
Of course, man.
If you want me to, you know, come on and do some more things.
Definitely gonna get you on, man.
But absolutely, man, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Definitely want to thank God for this opportunity.
Oh, yeah, amen.
Thank you for that opportunity.
Yeah, of course.
Come on out.
Yes, sir.
Again, my wife, my family.
Yeah.
You know, the people that have imparted in me and let me lay the foundation down.
Yes, sir. All right. There it is, man.
Appreciate that, man. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Love you, bro.
Until we meet again.
You got it, bro. So, okay, you know, now when y'all listening to this, you know, I'm gonna try to release this, you know, real soon. But I'm also gonna have a special Valentine's Day episode that it may be a little bit short, but I'm gonna try to release something. But I want to give y'all a song real quick, just to kind of get y'all in that mood, get y'all ready. You know what I'm saying?
The vocals on.
Get y'all ready. So I'm gonna mess with a little Anthony Hamilton real quick, and the song is called "The Point of It All." So let me go ahead and get on into this right quick. So y'all bear with me. I always gotta say it. See this dude right here. All right, man. So here we go, man. We gonna get into it. It's your boy D Train. We got you in the building, man. So this is it. This is it right here. Here we go. I can't stay away from you too long. Even if I do, I'll always call. Checking on you, make sure you're okay. Be the one to brighten up your day. Hey, yeah. And the point of it all, I love you. There it is. You know, mom's supposed to be getting married. You know,
Congratulations, Mom.
You know, we you know that's one of the songs of choice that we wanted to go with. I got one more though, man. It's another song by Anthony Hamilton called "Everybody," and basically it kind of fits with the whole foundation thing. It's we have seen some things in our lives, we've had some long and sorrows. That's how I know it's all right to cry. Go on and ease the heavy load. Pray hard, walk on, do right. Find love, hold on, alright. Lord, I know that you are there. I feel the burning in my bones. Free us from the lion's den and take us home. There you go,
man. You put in the vocals, man.
I got to, man. I got to, man. So any open mic spots, anybody know about any open mic spots in the city, man? If I'm able to come out and do something, I definitely will. Y'all just hit me up. Keep it moving,
I love it, man. You know,
keep it moving. You know, but I definitely want to utilize the gift that God gave me. And it ain't just to make money. It ain't just to be famous and go viral and all that stuff like that. Absolutely. I hope all my peoples out there that's listening to this, y'all enjoyed this, man. Bless. We're gonna drop this Tuesday, but again, y'all keep in mind that special Valentine's Day episode is gonna drop on Wednesday. So y'all might just get a full thing of singing. Who knows? So just be ready for it. You know it's coming, and we're gonna go from there. So all right, man. It's your boy D Train, Chee. You know,
my brother, man. Yes, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
Take care.
Y'all take care, man. We out here. Peace.